right before you got signed, what was going on in your world?
It was a pretty trying time for us at that time. We'd been playing nightclubs for 7 years. Started off as a cover band, you know, and then started writing our own material, and really became one of the only bands in Texas at the time that could play a full original set. You know, didn't play nightclubs back then. You played 5-6 nights a week. You did cover tunes and you played the circuit, you know, and we put out our independent records, which helped lead us to being able to do our own set because the fans really were digging on it. We'd shopped the band with every major label on the face of the earth, been turned down 28 times by all of them, been to New York to showcase at the Cat Club back in the day, been to LA, did some showcases out there, and it just didn't seem like we could get an offer from any major label, and at that time we felt like to really go where we wanted to go, we needed to be on a major. You know, we had a couple of independent labels that were interested, but we just didn't feel like that was going to lead to anything, you know. And it had, like I said, plenty of A&R people that had seen us that just didn't get it, you know, just didn't understand where we were coming from. And we got fortunate by misfortune. This guy named Mark Ross, who I guess his dad, Steve Ross, used to own Warner or be a bigwig there.
Definitely.
And Mark had got an A&R position at ATCO, and he was going to North Carolina to see a band called Tangier that they had just signed, and that Hurricane Hugo hit, and so he was stranded in Dallas on the layover, you know, and he called back to New York to Derek Shulman, who was the president of ATCO at the time, and said, hey, I'm stuck here in Texas. Is there anybody you want me to go see tonight? You know, is there any bands here? And he goes, well, this band Pantera has been sending me, you know, independent records for a couple of years now, and they're really pretty good. I just don't know anything about them live. Why don't you go check them out? So I get this phone call from this guy with this real deep New York accent. Hey, this is Mark Ross from ATCO Records. I'm like, oh, another one of these jackasses. You know? That's exactly what came to my mind, you know, because we'd met so many different A&R people, and they just all kind of had this flaky vibe to him, you know, and he was a little different, you know, and he's like, are you playing tonight? And I said, well, man, we're playing this little Mexican disco private party for this girl's birthday, you know. He goes, that's fine. I said, really? And he goes, yeah, I'll be there. So gave him directions and all that. Immediately recognized him the minute I got there, and he pulled up. You know, he's this big, tall dude with his curly hair, and I was like, this ain't some dude that's just here to party. Well, this has got to be the cat from New York, you know. And I went up and shook hands with him and met him, and he was really cool. And we went up on stage and we just threw down. I mean, we were just going for it. And there's probably 80 people there at the most, and all of a sudden the birthday cake started getting thrown. They were sliding around on the stage. I mean, it was a pretty outrageous deal. And about 4 songs after we started, he left. You know, and we're all looking at each other, fuck it, let's get drunk. The dude fucking left and all this, you know. About 4 songs later, hey, there he is, he's back, man. He's back, man. He came back, man. So started playing hard again. And we finished the set, you know, and he came right up to me right after we finished, and he goes, man, I don't know a whole lot about heavy metal, but that was the most kick-ass live band I've ever seen in my life. And I said, really? I said, well, how come you left? You know, he goes, I went out to the car to call Derek to tell him we're signing you guys. And that's how it happened, man. And
who'd have thought, man, on the Mexican birthday party.
There it was. You know, it happened, and we signed on October 29th, 1989. And Pantera became a monster from then, you know. We got our opportunity and we took the ball and ran with it. But thank God for that hurricane. A lot of people ain't too happy about it, but it worked out for us, you know. And of course, Mark Ross and Derek Shulman for giving us the opportunity.
Absolutely.
So Derek today, matter of fact.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Doing some other business.
He's got a new label, doesn't he?
Yeah,
that's
he does.
what I was hearing.
Yeah. Okay, like I said, we have been. This is all the bands that we've talked to so far already that we've done this with. It's gonna be like we did Avenged Sevenfold, we did Zack, Black Label Society, we did Danger, we did Megadeth, we did Dope, we did Fear Factory, Godsmack, Helmet, Judas Priest, King's X, Kitty, Korn, Lamb of God, Linkin Park, Metallica, Ministry, Monster Mac. The name that keeps on coming up are you guys. All in a great way.
Damn.
So I'm gonna bring up some of the different people we spoke to, and then so let's take for example the guys from Korn. All right. I said to him, well, what was the most outrageous what do you call it? Times you've had on the tour. There'll be Marilyn Manson and what do you call it? Pantera. Those guys was completely out of control. And they told us a bunch of different fun stories.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
So give me some of the memories of that particular tour.
Well, we never actually toured with those guys. We've seen each other many times.
Okay.
And always when they come to Dallas, we bring them to the clubhouse. Last time they came through Field, he came over to my house. We barbecued. We had some people got some ink done, and he got his what do you call those things? Corn rolls, egg rolls. He got his egg rolls done up in his head, and we just had a good time around the house and shit. But they're really just. We didn't really get an opportunity to know them very well when we were in the Pantera camp back in the day. Just never seemed like our paths crossed. And once we had some time off, obviously due to the demise of Pantera, we actually got to be really good friends with those guys. And hopefully we will tour together at some point. But it's just a great band, man. It's awesome.
The Typo guys, they said that.
There you go.
They said that Motley Crue broke them into touring, like in bigger venues, but you guys took it to a whole new level.
That, to me, Typo Negative was the favorite tour that we ever did. I believe it was the Far Beyond Driven tour, 1994, 95. They did with us, and no disrespect to any other band that toured with us, because we've had a lot of great bands.
We always have a good time, man. We have no problems with any
The
bands.
Typo Negative tour was just so. I think the reason why I like touring with them so much is because I love their music.
Absolutely.
And it was just every night going up there, getting to watch them play. When Peter gets up there and goes, Vinnie Paul looks like me, Vinnie Paul, instead of Jesus Christ, there's some brotherhood there, man. So, it was always good. And
Kenny! Fucking Rubber
Johnny.
Alligator. Every night we'd be jamming, or they'd be jamming. We'd be on the side of the stage getting tanked up, getting ready to rock, And we had this huge fucking Rubber Alligator, and we just yell at Kenny and go, Kenny! And hum it out there. Kenny's wearing these big fucking leather motorcycle boots and shit. And he's up there doing his thing, and that thing would get wrapped all up in his boots, and he'd almost trip every fucking night. We'd do it like 10 times a night. The dude's trying to play his shit, we're going, Kenny! Humming this fucking Rubber Alligator up there. And them dudes are just cool motherfuckers, Just every dude in that band's teetotally fucking got their own personality and just teetotally cool. And we just hit it off, playing with Peter, fucking with each one of them, and just have a good fucking time, man. Every day was something new. You never know what was gonna happen,
Give me your version of the last night of the tour.
That was
a Thomas and Mack, yeah.
Vegas. God, I can't believe we remember some of this shit. Man, we just been hitting it hard the whole fucking tour, man, like we always do, And I don't know why it was just gonna go that night. We all put on fucking face makeup and
trash bags. We wrapped our
trash bags
trash
and shit.
bags and green and black face makeup, and we didn't know what was going to happen. We figured, we were pretty smoked. That was a long tour. We did 297 shows for Far Beyond Driven in a year. That's a lot. There's only 364 days in a year, 65, whatever it is. That's a long ass tour, and they were along for the whole ride. But they nailed us with 600 rolls of toilet paper. They nailed us, and
we lit them up with the balls first and all that shit.
Yeah.
Then they did the whole deli tray, the fucking 600 rolls of shit paper, man, and
the best thing about it was we got banned from Thomas and Mack. We got banned because they threw toilet paper on us and in the crowd and everything, and the fire marshal deemed it a fire hazard, so we got banned from Thomas and Mack.
How long did we didn't even play?
And this is Vegas, Sin City. You can go there and lose your ass, your house, and everything else, and we're having some fun, and they throw toilet paper on the stage, and we get banned. They let us back 2 years later, but at that time, it was kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, you made it through about half a set. What happened?
Yeah, we played about 8 songs that night. 7, 8 songs.
Burnt to a fucking crisp. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Peter. Peter.
Peter.
Get